Hights, and it's the first time in the day. And it's such a lovely place. Give yourself a round of applause for being here. You're a beautiful set of people, I love you. Flag up in the air, sir. Alright. Now, I said, the next song I'm going to perform is entitled Ease Back. Now if you have a cell phone, press a button and put it up so you can see your cell phone light up. Just remember, say, Babylon bug one of every 3 phone calls from every number in the US. So if you're using a telephone to conduct illegal business, you can get indicted and end up in a prison and these things. Alright, run it! Yeah, man. I hear it go, I show I say things, you know? And I see Babylon trying to speak and things for the people. But I only feel it was like a warrior. Babylon in peace, from the walk of the corner and I ease from the gate in my privacy. We got the game of security. Yeah, we know it. From the other day, LAC, that's the public technology. Yeah, we like ideology. Yeah, one drop. From the other day, we say, Babylon a speak up. We never go tempo, brass never weak up. Them would have put it in and we feed us. And the farmer slavery and the day walking and us. Hey, Mr. Jackie and time, Mr. Nego. Give me use the guns and the trigger, them the squeeze up. Brainwash the woman, them tell them to be free up. You're not innocent, Babylon, you're to be evil. So he's back. All of the code and the peace from the building and privacy. In the name of security. Yeah, we know it. From the other day, LAC that. Take it over to them. This part of the song. This part of the song. They have some things that's not the views and opinions of those people that put this show on. The venue, the man understand. But when I feel I used to want to arrest them and I was telling the truth. And I was calling it like I see it. Bring it out. Church and state go share the same bed. One of these are something from the starting head. I know the former president that share the same bed. Every left Mr. Back the worship Sunday instead. I take the Bible out of school and colleges. I know they legalize it, same-sex marriages. They use the word life when we spread the people messages. But I kill off the prophet when we tell it like it is. He is back. Oh God, the phone and I is from the building and privacy. In the name of security. Yeah, we don't need that from the other day. Take it out.
how long it was. Greetings, LA Massive, and everybody. Welcome to the Music Link. As you guys can see, this is our first Blesian artist. I want you guys to help me. Give me some hearts and some bless, and welcome Nego Heights. You guys.
No friendings. Yeah, man, it is our Nego Heights, the warrior, and it's a joy to be here with Lady B on the Music Link.
Yeah, man. Did y'all see that? That was like last year, Blesian Independence Day. The place was so packed. As y'all see that video? And you see how my boy came on, commanding the show. He was coming to give a vibe. No question about it. No question. He was dressed to kill. That color right there, when I saw you, when I saw that color, I was like, he must gonna perform tonight, because the guys, big up yourself, Piece of Paradise Band, my boys, you know.
Yeah, man.
I was able to perform on that show with him too as well, but I heard them practicing his music, and I didn't know who he was or whatever, but they were saying the guy is good. Look, this is the street talk, you know. They was like, oh yeah, this artist we're gonna play for, he's a really good artist, but when I heard the music, I was like, okay, like reggae, but when I saw you and I realized that you was the one, I was like, he's just to kill. He got his A game up. He's coming to do this thing for the Independence Day.
Well, you know what, the thing is, it's all a part of the package. You come and deliver a message, you have to come look like a messenger, you know.
For real?
Yeah, everything have to work hand in hand, you know.
That outfit was bossy. Where you get that jacket from? Let me go back. Where you get? Did y'all see the color of that green?
Yeah, just big up the people that deal with the wardrobe. Big up for the self pilot, Caitlin Cage, you know, them people that cause. Shout out to those people, you know. The Empress and the kids, them cause them ever keep eye and eye on my toes when it comes to these type of things, and I make sure so everything's sort out. And if we have to go to the moon for it, we'll reach the moon for it, you know.
Well, let me say, big up y'all, because y'all definitely do your job. Because as I went over all of his work and different videos and shows that I seen him do, he's always dressed the part and presentable. Like, he's coming to share and be an example at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Well,
yeah, I love it.
Like we always saying, I never say I live, or I say I look like a bum, and I never clean up and basil and fresh. So, I mean, it's just some of the teachings that if you want people to take you seriously, and if you have such content that's so potent, then when you present yourself, you must present yourself as such.
That's true. That's true. And if you're being blessed, don't be hiding your blessings. Let people see your blessings will flow.
See, the thing is, dread might mean dreadful, you know, but Rasta mean upful. So you can't, because it's a Rasta, if you look like bums and, you know, like we're homeless and dirty and these things. Them days are gone, man. That's dreadful living. Right now, I live Rasta life.
Okay. Big up yourself. Now, let's tell the people where you're from.
Well, I'm originally from a place called Biscayne, within the northern part of the country of Belize, which is Central America, surrounded by the Caribbean Sea, Mexico, and Guatemala.
I want to just thank you, too, because, you know, my Belizean family, you know, big up yourself, Little Belize, and Elaine, all the family, big up yourself.
Yeah, man, definitely.
My
Little Belize family,
friends,
big up.
And this is an honor to have him as our first, you know, Belizean guest to come on the Music Link, because me is just sharing with everybody, and I want to make sure everybody, we all in here, you know what I mean?
For sure.
And let me tell y'all something before we go too deep. It was crazy. The night of that show when he was performing, it's crazy because my best homegirl that we rode together, my road dog, okay? We was there after the show, and I just went up to him to go and let him know that he did a good job, and I love his vibes and all this stuff. And he was talking to us, and at the same time, he was saying that he have a cousin out here in LA, and he's trying to find her because she was live, right? The whole time we stood there and we talked and we reasoned with him, he was on his tippy toes still looking around trying to see if he's seen his cousin. And the crazy thing is, his cousin was my homegirl, Marcia Raybarn. Big up yourself. It was crazy.
Marcia, big up. Yeah, because, you know, I hadn't seen her in like years. It's like more than 10, maybe 12, 13 years or something like that I've seen her. And I was like, I'm coming out this way, I have to see my family, you know.
Yeah.
So I made that my business, but in the process of the show and everything, and then start getting dark and everything. By the time I got done performing, it was night, so I couldn't really.
Yeah,
It was until I
dark.
went home and I saw one of the pictures. I was tagged in the picture with you and her, and I looked at her. I was like, damn. And then I saw the name. I was like, this is my cousin. I was like, yo,
The
it's the
same person he
wickedest
was
thing
looking
ever.
for. We stood there and reasoned with you for a long time too.
I
That
know,
was
I know.
crazy.
It was one of the wickedest things
Yeah.
ever happened to me in life. Because, I mean, we was right there, this close. I didn't realize it till I went back to Chicago and I was sitting there and I saw it on Facebook. I was like, damn, this is her. And I instantly had to message her, call her. I was like, yo, what's this? You know?
That's good. You see how the Most High workers. We all had a definite energy right away.
Definitely.
With reasoning and just
Exactly.
a family vibe, right there. Even while you were
Immediately.
saying, then you started saying, I gotta look for my cousin.
Cousin,
We still
right.
was continuing to talk and
Yeah.
stuff. It was crazy. So from out of Belize. So tell us, okay, when did you? Are you in the States now?
Yeah, man. Yeah, full-time Chicago.
Okay. So when did you come to the States?
About 1997 or so. Yeah,
Okay.
97. Yeah.
All right then. So that's what you representing to the fullest. Okay, the Belizean family. He don't play.
Of course, man.
So let's say when you started doing music, how old were you when you started doing music?
Strange, but as a youth growing up, when I was about 7, 8 years old, we used to ride on the road like late at night, but in the dark. I mean, when we talk about Belize, not like the in the country where me come from is like in the nighttime dark, like 10 midnight. At 7 o'clock. Like, if you put up your hands like this
Right,
in front
right.
of you, about
You
probably
can see.
2 feet, you can't see it, right? So, what I used to do now, I don't know if it was to not be scared or to alert somebody I was coming, because normally you can't even see people, like, you know, if you're riding a bicycle. So, as a kid riding a bicycle, I would start just making these sounds and sing out loud, just like making lyrics.
Oh, that's the
So,
piano
I mean,
vocals.
It was at that point I realized that I like making lyrics because it was like poetry, like just putting words together, making stuff rhyme and make sense and all that stuff. So from those times, I realized that it was something I had. Then throughout high school,
But did you have like a music vibe even before that? Like, did you love listening to music or have
Yeah.
an artist that you liked?
yes, my favorite artist of all time was the official first warrior of the kind, Peter Tosh, the
Okay,
original.
that part.
Yeah, man. So he was like my biggest inspiration, you know, because as a youth, my father would bring his cassettes and them thing there. If you live in a glass
Okay.
house, don't throw stones. Yo, it was one of the wickedest things, you know. So Peter Tosh, you know, the stepping razor, you know. So we got a lot of influence from him because he was outspoken, he was upful, and it was truths and rights music. So that inspired me a whole lot. Then fast forward to like the last year of high school when we started having issues with the educational system because me and myself started to get rebellious and figure say, why should I have to cut my hair to go to school because that don't impede my learning, you know?
Did you,
So
you had dreadlocks?
no, we had,
Oh,
but at
just-
that point I just felt I needed it, and,
Oh.
and because I was sighting up His Majesty and Rastafari and the Rasta movement, as far as I was getting heavily influenced by Buju Banton at that point, by Capleton, most of all Sizzla in that moment, and Anthony
Was
B.
your father a Rasta man?
No, my father was
he
never a
just
Rasta man, but him just loved
respect
good,
the-
positive, upful music,
Okay,
you know.
Okay.
So yeah, so he planted the seed early with that,
Okay,
you know, and I.
okay.
So we give thanks for that. That big up yourself. You might be watching right now. Big up yourself, boss, cause you cause it.
So then, after that, okay, you say he planted the seed and you started doing the coaching music. That, were you more excited about the messages that made you gravitate to reggae more than any other music? Because being Belizean, it's like, what, soca music more or different
Yeah.
styles of music than reggae?
But the thing is, you see, with me, I think there's a part of me that's definitely a humanitarian, and I tend to be the voice of the voiceless. Things that go on in society that bothers me, I speak out. Most people won't speak out on certain things because they don't have a platform or they feel like they don't have what it takes to speak out. But I'm a no-nonsense person, and I have nothing to lose once I speak truth and rights because my life is just life. I mean, at any given moment, anything can happen, but at the same time, we're going to leave a mark and a legacy that nobody can't deny it because we stand up for what's right, you know, and so we stand up for those who can't stand for themselves. We speak up for those who can't speak for themselves. So the thing is, reggae music attack social issues and problems, whether it was crooked politician, whether it was some
But
wicked religious
It's
sect and
everything
everything, you
from-
know. So
everything.
yeah, so reggae music deal with that, and that's what inspired me. The fact that there was a music to help me propel, some of the things that were being silenced in the communities and the country as we grew up, and we noticed certain things was going, certain politicians doing certain things and all that, and
Right.
nobody else. I mean, soca music don't speak out on it,
Right,
Punta
'cause
don't
that's the
speak on it,
same
Brock
thing,
don't
like,
speak out.
in Jamaica, that upbringing and that understanding, you guys have that same.
Yeah, man, from the Caribbean, from you're African based,
Yeah.
or come from Africa. It's one people, and no matter where you're at in the Caribbean, and I like what favorite artist say, no matter where you come from,
Okay.
as long as you're a
We
black
learn,
man.
we learn that more and more. People
Yeah,
have to
man.
learn that because before, people they be in their own mindset where they don't think that things affect them like how this stuff is going on now. But you see that
Yeah,
even though
man.
you wasn't standing in it, it still come from you too. You
Yeah,
same
man.
place. So
Sure.
what was your first, the first actual song that you did?
Well, the first song I did was probably in about 2000, I'd say about 2001, 2, or sometime around there. A virgin named Donkey Man, pick up yourself anywhere there.
Donkey Man
Was the
did
first
it.
person to ever record Nego Hights. As a matter of fact, he gave me so much confidence and made me believe in myself and my writing ability because he actually did the song with me. We co-wrote a song and we did this song together, and he told me, he said, don't worry about no mistakes, don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about being off key.
Yes,
This
sir.
is just where you start. You have to start somewhere. Don't worry about you're going to learn it, you're going to get it. Right now, the biggest thing, you're on beat. You know what you want to say. You have it. So just keep on pushing. And it became a thing whereby I would go visit Donkey Man like regular, like every day we'll link up on them things and we'll start doing more music, learning more, And
So wait, was Donkey Man home or?
no, he was living in Chicago
In
at the
Chicago?
time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was on the south side of Chicago, I was on the north side, so it was like about 45 minutes drive. But I make that drive every day to go see him so I could
Okay.
learn more because I was eager to learn the actual process of
Trust me,
being
we
an artist and
respect you more for
recording.
that because that you have to put in that time. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely,
People don't understand.
definitely.
You have to put in that time. Relationships, a lot of different things be on hold when you have your eye on the prize. You got to put in that time.
Definitely. It's been a journey. It's been a long journey. I mean, people might not know it, but Nego has been making music and been writing for a long time. So, I mean, it's just fair enough now that we get the opportunities that we get and all the, things happen this way. You put in the work, you get results.
Right.
Like my originally can't ever say, So, it's one of those things. If you do the work, you get the results. Simple maths,
Okay. So after you, that first song that you did, like when were you able to first perform? Were you on a show with him or it was another?
No, it took me about probably, I'd say around maybe 5 years or so after that before I even got to the point of performing because I was so intrigued in writing and honing my skills and trying to get that sound I was looking for because I was never satisfied with my sound. And I always wanted to get certain things to because my thing is I never looked at anybody in my circle around me as competition or anybody to look to. I always looked to the people that were professional that the world was looking to.
You can see that too.
So those people were the people that inspired me the most to get to the level where I'm at. So I never really looked at the people around me or in my circle. So I was never satisfied. So I just kept on working on it. I evolved so much that I met a virgin named Hights. He had a little label he was starting called Garrison Tech. We did some work together, recorded some projects. He put out a compilation album and that kind of stuff. And that was, at that point, what messing with him is where I actually did like my first performance.
Okay. Was it a big thing or something?
It was a dance, so to speak. But in that same time, I have a brother-in-law that used to sing with a reggae band called Indica Band out of Chicago, and we was in this suburb. It's a club, big stage. I mean, you stand on the ground, the stage like way above your head and all that. So it was nice. So one night they was out there just jamming, and they was playing, and it was this nice reggae beat. And I just looked back and I said, "Natty, where I say, sit the mic here, come on." And then he just walked off the stage, and everybody was in there dancing. So it was like one of the ultimate challenge. So I had Buddy Jackson pick up the cell.
Any rhythm and be ready.
Yeah, so I ran out there like a pro, and I did like 8 bars on a hook, and I went backstage, and I had to check myself if my heart was still there. So I had to check myself, but it was that moment is like. I tasted blood, so to speak, in that moment because then I got real thirsty. Like, I want to do this again.
Right.
I want to do this again. And I could do it better. I could nail it. And that moment I ran out there and I did that was like the moment I woke up and realized that it's out there to have. I could have this. I could do this.
It's a blessing.
Yeah.
Were you able to share stuff and do it to your whatever you see with all that you in the shop practicing and getting the words together, they was ready to deliver.
Yes.
You didn't have to question your stuff. That's the part when you're you're working and trying to get your craft together, that when you get that part down, it's when you get out there, it's gonna be easy to deliver because you
Yeah.
done practiced it already.
Trust me.
You know, you don't have to be thinking about that part. You got to think about how you moving.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, so then after that, so what did you do after that?
After that, now, you know, I became the type to start seeking out things. So I started building relationships with different people. I started building relationship with producers in Africa, in Europe, Spain. I made some links with people in Jamaica, Belize,
Y'all hear that?
and within the US.
Links.
Yeah,
You
man.
hear
Just
that?
like the music link, we make links because links is what it is, you know.
That's what it is.
So I've been making links with all these people, and I started getting all types of rhythm, and the rhythms were just getting better and better and sounded, you know. So it pushed me to start writing more and making more
What was the first
sounds.
song that you recorded?
That first song I recorded, like I said, the one with Donkey Man was a song
Well,
called
after
More
that,
Times.
far as an album to say.
Okay, the first after that, this is one I did on the Garrison Tech label. I don't even remember what that sound name. Shame on me, but it was that long ago.
That's all right. Cause I see you've been a few years, you guys. He's been putting his
Yeah, I've
feet
been
to the
putting it
ground,
down.
okay?
But
Yeah.
that sound, those I did 2 songs with them, but those 2 songs allowed me to get comfortable in a studio, you know, because we did a lot of takes and we did to get it right and all that stuff, and it taught me to be a little bit more comfortable, and it actually opened the door for me to decide that it's time I graduate into getting my own studio equipment so I could start, you know,
hearing yourself back.
yeah, so I could do it right at home as often as I want to.
Right. So when you first, were you DJing or was you actually singing, or what would you say?
I was a straight DJ dancehall type vibe, but that wasn't challenging enough for too long because my thing is I like a challenge because I wanted to be somebody that was versatile that could actually sing there or try to sing at least, you know, hold a note and all that stuff. So I started out doing the DJ thing, but like I said, I'm always up for a challenge and go to the next level, you know. So that's where I'm at, trying to always chasing the next level.
Yeah, that little piece you did earlier, I love that. See, like when you see like a roster man like you and like Sizzler, when he channels in on them songs, it's like, it's so beautiful. Like he can sing about whatever, marijuana to the 3rd degree, and it be so romantical because
it's a connection, you know.
Yeah, when you that connection, and that little piece you did earlier, I was like, wow, I'm ready to hear one of those from you because that is a very beautiful vibe when artists deliver songs like that. You know, the hype is good and all that, but when they stop and slow down and really let the people just zone in on them, and just, I'm telling you, beautiful. So, Chicago, what was your first show out of Chicago?
I'm thinking Milwaukee.
And how did you get on that show?
I had a brethren that was DJing at this club called Timbuktu. Get to find out later on it was what was considered a hole in the wall, but any opportunity was a good opportunity for me at the time because I was out of Chicago. I mean, that's a big thing for you to come from Chicago and go to the next state to perform. So, you know, so all when it's 10 or 15 people in there, you're happy and excited because it's a different place. So, yeah, I mean, we started doing that then. We started doing, I did Michigan and, you know, then it started going places from there, you know. So, I mean, we did Texas. Before that, we did New York. Did a show in New York. Did a bunch of shows in Texas. Went to Belize, did a show there, performed at the school I graduated from.
Tell me, I saw you with the kids. Tell me, how was that when you first went home as a Belizean reggae recording artist? Like, you know what I'm saying? That the feeling.
Yeah, it was like unmatched. I mean, it was one of those moments that I don't think you could try like for 100 years to relive it, and it would never happen again, because to actually be accepted and respected by the youths is one of the things we try for, because as artists we might connect with a certain audience, and the audience tend to grow with you, but you get disconnected from the youths.
True.
So when I went to the to my alma mater, I found out that the lady that was in charge of like music and that stuff was actually a student at the time, and me and her shared a English class.
Wow.
So she was like, you know, you got to perform before you leave us. I'd love to. So she was like, we'll set it up for Wednesday morning. We'll have an assembly, all the students gather and everything, all about 300 and some students. And we went from there, and it was just beautiful. And the reception was beautiful.
I saw it online. You guys can look it up. Nego Hights, you guys. YouTube. On every platform, you guys. Look him up because he have a lot of stuff going on. Very beautiful. And quality of his videos is beautiful, just doing his thing. I'm proud of you too, you know what I'm saying?
Give
Because
thanks.
for me to not know you, to see you and to talk to you here, the conviction and the fact that you want everything to be nice, and you could just see that what you want to deliver is a good thing all the way around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's bigger than just me, you know.
Yeah.
This music, this message, this, because everything with me ties together from the lifestyle, everything. Because what I sing is what I actually live. It's not fiction. I don't make up this stuff, you know. It's either my personal experience or friends or family or people I know experiences and all that stuff. Is things that I've seen, I've read, I've heard from credible sources. You know, I don't just get up and say, yo, wrap up your head and put on a turban and call yourself Rasta man. It's a lifestyle for me. It's the way I deal with individuals, whether you're a stranger or I know you, you know, it's actually a lifestyle. It's the way I live, the way I carry myself, like day and night. Whether you meet me in the middle of the night or first thing in the morning, this is who I am.
You never think about, like, you know how people singing a different kind of music and it's getting the hype. You know what I'm saying? Like, to think maybe you should curve a little bit for some attention. They never, you know, try to reach you.
Well, see, the thing is right now we deal with salvation and them things there, you know, and hype really can't help with that. So it's not about a hype. I mean, I do dancehall music as well. I do reggae music, but everything I do is like positive. Like, people always say, so Nego, you know, do a gunman song. Yeah, I do many gunman songs. It's just an anti-gunman song. You know, so I mean, I don't skin out song. It's an anti-skin out song, but it's a skin out song nonetheless because it's telling girls keep your clothes on and don't do it. You know, these type of things. You know, cause we have to uplift each other and, you know, bring out the best in each other. That's what we're supposed to be doing. You know.
What I'm saying is that, like, you're the type of artist that definitely wants to leave a great legacy and a line of work that's positive.
Well, the thing
Something
is,
that's respectful, big time.
the only people you hear about legacy are people that do hopeful and positive things. Other people, they might be hot in the moment, but
paying attention to that.
yeah, other people might be doing the most, you know, the most hype and everything, and they're hot in the moment, you know, but give them 3 months down the road to 6 months, or even 5 years. Nobody even remember the name or one line of their song. Look for Bob. Bob never did nothing for hype yet.
Right.
Who don't know Bob?
Oh,
Look, Barry's Hammond's still alive right now. Who don't know Barry's?
okay.
Look, Garnet passed. Who don't know Garnet?
See,
Once you
okay.
do an upful thing, it live forever. You don't have to worry about it. Put that in the universe, it keeps on going. They say wickedness, death and destruction and damnation. There's an ending point for all that. So if the hype you're running down, you're not going to reach far.
You see, what's your favorite as your catalog sit right now, the music you done? What's one of your favorite that you can sing on a show? The strength, not like around people you know, but just like when you came to LA, and a song that you would sing where you really want to just get to the people, like just a straight message. One of your favorite songs, or yourself?
It's kind of crazy because like favorite songs for me it seems to change daily because I record so much songs. It's like the favorite tend to change like very very rapid. Like that could be the favorite last week and then this is. But one of the songs I do like to perform is a song called Ease Back because it deals with people and technology and the phone and all that things and how the government is using the phone against us. You know, they all up in our business, so to speak. So, I mean, it's kind of one of the things where it's a song and it sounds like entertainment, but it's facts. And I kind of like, I want people to understand that we just can't be out here just making ourselves available to random persecutions based on the things we indulge ourselves with on the phone.
Okay, yeah.
Because in this time, everybody have a phone or a device in their hand. Everybody connect to some kind of Wi-Fi network or something, you know, so the matrix is real. It's like it's, you know, connected.
Tell me about the collabs, because I've seen you, like, you know, with a lot of different artists. Have you collabed with anybody?
Yeah, man, we have collabs done. We have we collab with people from my camp, which is Dove Music. What other, because I big up myself anyway. They will collab with IG, Ras IG. Collab with Princess Kazaya. We have a few collabs. As a matter of fact, the brand new dance album that's coming out in a few. She's featured on one of the tracks on there, track 10. I've collabed with Sergeant Remo out of Texas. Big up yourself, Remo. Brando, brother that lives in New York. Big up yourself, Brando. Also on the new dancehall album, we have a feature with Jamaica out in New York as well. We have.
I'm letting him go down the line because this is the thing. I have 3 favorite artists, okay, and in reggae, my favorite artist is Richie Spice, Luciano, and another favorite artist of mine. I could just listen to him all day long. Is Turbulence.
You know what? Then of course, yeah.
That man vocal people. I don't know what's going on with
it's
y'all.
out this
but
world. It's out this world. To actually be there in the studio with him and sitting and hear
I
him
can
record,
imagine.
it's like unbelievable.
His
I
voice
mean,
is a real instrument. Like for him,
Yeah.
I don't even know nothing about the man like that. But the little pieces that I got in the way, I love music, Turbulence. So when I saw that collab with him, I said, "Oh my God, he's with Turbulence."
yeah, you know, the
Yeah.
thing is, he have learned over the years to be very critical of how he delivers himself, and he
Mhm.
finds a way to be that last instrument on the track. To like, he finds a spot for himself. Like, just get in there right. So yo, I'm saying I've learned a lot from him. I was blessed to be able to collab with him, you know, to do a song with him, to do a tour with him and all that. So you know, it's and you know, if the future should allow, if all goes right, if it was for COVID, we'd have a whole lot more work done.
Okay.
But yeah,
Is he like the biggest artist so far, or anybody else that you?
well. I wouldn't say the biggest artist, but I would say probably the most known.
No, I'm saying, well, that's what I'm referring to.
Yeah,
The most
because
known
everybody I
artist.
collab with is big artists in their own
Okay.
rights, you know.
Of
So
course, of
yeah,
course.
so I mean, like I said, we do a host of things. Cause I collab with Ernestine Nello Player. I collab with Denise Castillo. You know, I mean, I collab with one of the biggest Latin American artists there is, which is Fidel Nadal out of
Wow.
Argentina.
Wow.
You know, so that song called Real Africans is about to be released too. There's a lot of things in the pipeline, a lot of music, whole heap of music.
Okay, tell me, have you been to Jamaica before?
No, never.
Really? Wow. Like
Yeah.
you like really embody the whole reggae artist. With you being a Belizean, you embody the whole thing. Far as people from here who love reggae music that want to go to a real authentic reggae concert, like in Jamaica, the big shows.
Right.
You see, when you came on stage, you like gave me that whole vibe of the whole presence. Some people take certain things they love and they change it to something else.
Right.
But what you fell in love with is what you know what I'm saying, that you're showing, plus you're adding your own vibes to it and you stand true, but you didn't change up. That's what I'm trying to say.
No, we
You
can't
really,
change it.
you're
If you change it, they might
authentic.
fall out of love with it because
Yeah.
that's not what attracted you, you know?
Yeah.
I was attracted to a music that dealt with issues that affect people directly, and you could dance to it at the same time, and then you could learn from it at the same time. You could become encouraged, enlightened, you could meditate. So it's a music that's like mind and soul type of music, you know? It's
Okay.
good for you.
So what are you working on now?
Well, right now, like I said, we have the dancehall album. It's entitled Top Secret. That I'm getting ready to start releasing singles. The first is going to be Best of Them. And once that is pretty much halfway in the process of doing that, we're working with the Genius right here in California to finish up another album. Yeah, the Conversation
Big
Room,
up
you know.
yourself, the genius.
Yeah,
Whichever
man, she
part
just
you're
big up
there.
herself. We have to say big up Drizzy D Wisdom, alright, because she's back there giving us strength with the backing vocals, and it's out of this world. One of the toughest thing in a long time. This album is so crazy so far that even me, I have to just pass and turn off the music and walk away and say, no, I couldn't meet this.
Okay. Hey.
Yeah, man, is that amazing? It's like,
You gotta
nigga,
go
it's
into
like you've
this-
never seen him before,
Into
never
this
heard
New
him
Year,
before.
big, right?
Yeah, man.
So the first music video, because you got a lot of them up there. How were you able to execute that? Like, you know, did you have backing, or did you do it on your own?
Well, so far everything I just strength from one, you know, cause the most I blessed with, and we're smart enough to know that the music at this point not necessarily pay the bills and make things move, but at the same time, it's your contribution to humanity, you know, because it's positive and it's upward. So it's necessary that the music be done and be forwarded out to the world. So we have to do what it takes. We have to run our business otherwise and generate funds and put some to the side, take care of the family and make the music work. So when we ask people to share the thing and stream the thing, it's not because we're just begging you for it. It's because just like you heard it and you love it and it meant something to you, there's somebody else that needs it.
Exactly.
And when you stream it and it generates an income, we can put the music and push it further. We can make more music and push it further, you know?
Exactly.
We're not trying to get rich from music, you know?
That's the
The
part
thing
right
about
there,
it
people.
is
If
the
you're
message
blessed
is
a
bigger
certain
than,
way, yeah.
you know?
If you're blessed a certain way, you're just gonna be blessed a certain way. But
Yeah.
if you're moving with the positive energy
Yeah,
and
man.
for great things to happen, for just not for you, everybody, good things will come.
Yeah, man. Definitely the blessing is gonna come, and whether it's financial blessing down the road, it's gonna come. But if we start the thing and say, yo, we want to get rich off of this, you know, then it becomes corrupted because, you know,
Your mental.
yeah, so we don't want to corrupt the thing at no point. We want to make sure it's authentic, good music coming from a good place, you know?
So what was the first song that you did the music video to? Like, do you remember? What was that?
I want to tell you there's a series of video that you probably would never see again.
Okay.
And it's not that I'm ashamed of those videos, it's just that when nobody was doing music video, when music video was a thing, when you had to be a Beanie Man or a Bounty Killer to actually have a reggae music video or somebody with a big name, we was using at the time a camera phone with 5 megapixel and 1.5 megapixel.
Hey,
of
those
these
was the
things.
bomb back in the day.
Yo.
As long as you was able to record something.
We couldn't even afford to get a software to edit this thing properly. It was like a free software, and then they would put their logo in the middle of the video. We have to chop the video in half. And Brandon, big up yourself, cause you had focus days. We're coming from that far, but since then we have a few video up from that time. Crabs in a Barrel, that was like, we call them no budget films, you know, no budget videos, cause we don't have no backing. The most high alone have a backing, cause we don't want no guy behind us.
The ideas and stuff, you was directing them, or y'all collab together?
Well, it was always a vibe.
Yeah.
It was always a vibe. It was whatever you felt in the moment,
Hey,
because
isn't
we are
that the
freelance,
best thing?
you know.
I always say vibe.
Yeah,
My
because-
friends be like, let it be. I be like vibrations. I
Yeah, man.
like,
Reggae is a
vibe.
vibe. It's not a structured thing where one can tell you this is how it has to be or has to be. You know, there's some different things. You know, it's a vibe. It's what it's the feel. It's the moment. It's the message, the content, whatever it draws you to. You know.
Yeah, man. That's
Yeah,
what's
so-
up right there. Woo.
Yeah, man.
So, how many videos you think you got so far?
I don't know. I want to say maybe 10. I mean, I might have more. I've never really count. I don't know.
I've seen a few on there. So, which song you think is like more? I mean, I've seen a few songs on there, but what's like maybe your songs that got more attention than the others?
Well, definitely, one of in the opinions of the people closest to me, one of the toughest tune I ever did was a tune called Feeling Like a Lion. That was on my debut album in 2013. We did the video. A part of it was done in Belize, a part in Minnesota, a part in Chicago. So that song, like, I think went the furthest and hit the hardest, because I still, up to this day, you know, people still link me on that song and say, yo, that song go hard. But Feeling Like a Lion is definitely one of those songs.
You know what song I really loved is the when you was performing the Belize for Belizeans.
Yeah.
Yo, that song.
Yeah, well, you know, as a warrior, you have to defend it sometimes, you know, you have to defend the place and everything.
Yo,
So,
that song. Now, this video for this song, tell me about this creative process. How did y'all go about this?
well, you know, like, we always try to be up to the time. So instead of just doing a regular video, we figured that the topic was so broad that the video would have been, to capture it in its full essence, it would be kind of hard.
Right.
So, you know, it's kind of hard to really. So we decide that if we made something like kind of cartoons, it would captivate the audience enough to watch it and figure out what it is, and just look at it, because it's a cartoon. Who don't like a cartoon? I mean, most people, you know, grown folks watch cartoons, so, you know, and the kids would definitely, you know, would watch it and get captivated by the lyrics. So I mean, we just decided, you know, it was a great idea. Big up Rebnan's song. Gilly, anywhere you at, big up yourself, because you definitely show up and showed out on this one, because when I saw it the first time, it just blew me. I was like, yeah, this is it. Immediately.
Look, he have some new songs that he's going to share. But this song, when he was performing the song, like the whole hype of the people, the connection right away, I loved it. I was like, I almost was Belizean out there. Because the flow and the tracks, like, now who did that music right there?
This was done by a Virgin in Belize called Andrew Rayburn. Andrew, big up yourself to likewise. Yeah, Andrew built this track.
Okay, so you guys, what we're going to do, I want to share this because I like the song. So I want to share this next video, you guys. So just trip off of it. It's really sweet, you guys, okay?
Right.
is a bully. Looking at weak fence. Check out the vibes and the evidence. Long time them stays up and not just recent. So tell the BDF tighten up the defense. Can't make a deal and run these billions. Protect our paradise, protect we heaven. 8,806
Hey, he was rocking.
Police for Belizeans, come back with charges. Guatemala want to reap the fruits and they never planted. See the jewel and shine and know them want it. See we borderline and I disregard it. Police for Belizeans, come back with charges. Loud and proud, wave the flag and flaunt it. Eyesight crystal clear, none of them can slant it. And if them touch the sun, we step on them like carpet. Police for Belizeans, come back with charges. Guatemala want to reap the fruits and they never planted. See the jewel and shine and know them want it. See we borderline and I disregard it. Police for Belizeans, come back with chanted. Loud and proud, wave the flag and flaunt it. Eyesight crystal clear, none of them can slant it. And if them touch the sun, we step on them like carpet.
Belizeans.
You know,
All right, you guys. Wasn't that sweet? And I love that song. When he was performing that song, I was out there like, what? I almost was turning Belizean out there because the way he was rocking and performing, and everybody, you know, it was Belizean Independence Day out there for the show he did in Los Angeles. I showed you guys earlier. And the vibes was up. You see how packed it was? It was so crazy out there.
yeah,
It was a great turnout.
You know, I didn't expect that because it was my first time in, not my first time in California, but my first time actually performing. So it was, for me, it was unbelievable. I mean,
Your first time performing in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Belizean Independence Day. Last year, you guys.
Yeah, that was historical for me. And then, like I said, the crowd and the love, you know, it was unbelievable. I mean, even like when I went back to Chicago on the plane, I was like, I really did that.
Okay, let's talk about that on your way back. The thing is, you know, all the artists, people who want to be artists, just those moments right there. That moment is enough for something. Just that one moment is enough. The blessings to know that you're doing good. You know, like you came home, you was on your way home with millions, but to deliver, feel good about what you did, and be ready for more, that feeling.
Yeah, man, because I was on the plane, I was like, if I die in this moment, like if I should not make it home, I accomplished something that, I mean, even a year ago was kind of like, it might happen, it might not, you know, much less 10 years ago or 20 years ago, you know, it's like, so for me, that was like a great accomplishment. That was like one of the, next to being on sharing stage with Sizzla Kalonji, which is one of the people that inspired me, is like, that was my next greatest moment as far as being an artist.
Okay.
You know?
Wait, did you guys hear that? See, he's doing his thing, okay? Now, you share the stage with him?
Yeah, well, see, what happened is when after they freed him up and give him visa after 8 years of being banned out of the U.S., you know, I actually, he was doing a tour of the U.S. and he was coming to Chicago, and so we ended up linked the promoter and everything because, you know, Sizzla is a big deal to many that, I mean, and in my opinion, the people that are not exactly really into Rastafari or Rasta business, it's a big deal to them. And then you have a lot of people that's just the vibe, they just like the hype of, you know, so it was a thing. I was like, Regent, Sizzla is coming to Chicago, this is my place. We say Rastafari around here. How come we don't have a link to none of this and all that? And it was kind of strange because there was all kind of little people talking about, yeah, you know, we going to be playing music and we this, Mr. Bridget. Then if we don't have a link to all these things, then I'll come and free up the link so we can actually approach them or whatever. And it just all fell on deaf ears, so I decided, you know what, consult the Most High. Because in my moments when things confusing, we just reason with the Almighty and say, yo, Father, give me an idea. Tell me what could I do to make this work. And it just crossed my mind. Find out exactly who's putting on the show and go directly to them.
Exactly.
So I reach out directly to them.
And you know what's the good part about it is because once who you are, if they did their homework and seeing you and seeing, they like, this can work. Because of your works.
Yeah,
your packages, trust me. I wouldn't tell you no neither, trust me.
Because the first thing you did was, okay, I'm hearing you. I need your press kit. I need some music, some pictures, and what you're about. And so we had a good conversation. I sent those to him, and he got back to me within about 15 minutes. And I said, you're a perfect fit. I like it.
Exactly.
And he was like, okay, it's late right now. I don't have, I can't link the people for the flyer. But if you have somebody that could edit the flyer, sell you the original copy, put your picture on it, your name on there, info on there, and everything, and get it out. And we did that. I big up my girl in text her. She hooked that up in the like,
Links,
middle of the night.
Links.
Yeah, in the middle of the night, you know, she hooked that up and Nego Designs, you know, she hooked that up in the middle of the night. I got that back by probably 1:30 from her, and it was on Facebook like about 5 seconds later. Because once I sent it to him and he approved it,
Right.
it was out.
Okay.
And so we got one of the best reggae bands in Chicago, Indica Reggae Band, and I said, so what? Because I'm like, okay, I'm just an opening act. You don't know me, but
Right.
I didn't realize, based on what he saw, he was thinking that, okay, this is a big artist or whatever, you know. So he started reasoning with me on that level. So I was like, outside of myself, I was like, this man really believes it's a
So
big
you gotta
artist.
do it like they gotta move like that.
So that's why we linked in the cabin. They pull up. We did it. So I said, so what is my time on stage? 10 minutes? He said, oh no, you about 35, 45 minutes. So
Come on.
is that good enough for you? You need an hour? I was like, what? Need an hour?
Look, it's Chicago, his hometown.
Yeah, so it was one of those things. I was amazed with his the way he dealt with me. I appreciate that, and it taught me something.
It came from your works. It came from your works.
Yeah, man, it
That's what
showed
I'm
me
trying to
something.
say. All the things, and when you take time, and it didn't go in vain.
No.
The way you was doing your music, putting it out there, and you're taking your time. That package where didn't nobody else need to get in that man's ear. He seen the works and was like, oh yeah, definitely. So
exactly.
that's
So
just confirmation.
he gave me that 45 minutes. He told me to take as long as you want, as a matter of fact. So we did about 45 minutes. I brought on 2 more artists from our camp because I'm always sharing the stage. I'm always for that. It's always a vibe when you can share the stage with someone else and bring someone on the stage, give them an opportunity. So I brought out Rasidri, I brought out Princess Kazaya, and they did their thing. I did mine, and it was amazing because I didn't know that there were so much Belizean people living in Chicago that supported reggae music until that night. I actually did a test. Like, I was like, can I hear all the people from Trinidad in here? And it was like, yeah. And I was like, all the African in here were like, yeah. I was like, all the people from Indiana, Michigan, whatever, all these surrounding states. And it was like, yeah. And I was like, can I hear all the Jamaican make some noise? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, damn, it's a lot of them. And I was like, can I hear my Belizean people scream? And then it was this noise. I mean, they were so terrible and loud. It was like,
a roar.
yeah. It was like, I was like, it seems like half of Belize population was in the place that night. I don't know. It's like, it was ridiculous. And so I guess it was in that moment that some people probably start taking me serious. Some people start respecting me. Maybe some people even start liking me, becoming a fan. I don't know. But that moment was, for me, it was a learning experience, and I'm grateful for it. Definitely grateful for a moment like that, because to say that, you blessed the stage with Kalanji, and then, after the show with Reason, and he be like, yo, Dada, you did I work the stage earlier? I would say, yeah. He say, yeah, man, bless up, good vibe. So, within I and I, for that be the person who in a high school influence I and I into reggae music and say, jazz, Rastafari, and say, I take up the Rasta trad as a youth. It was one of the greatest moments in the music for me personally.
That's what I said. The thing is, like, I'm an artist myself a little bit. I do a lot of things, but when you're able to, I'm just talking experiences. When we get these experiences that are our own, where artists that you listen to are different people, even not artists, but different people who you look up to or admire in some kind of way, where you're able to cross paths with them and you guys deal and they give you respect and you live as well. It's like, I saw them over there, but I didn't see me over there with them and us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's part of living. It's for ourselves, our growth. And just like when we're young and we're learning things to grow up to be an adult, those things add to us as you're going as artists.
Definitely. I've realized in this music, if you do it long enough, you end up crossing paths with a lot of greats. I was blessed enough to share stage with General Smiling, with Papa Michigan, Richie Stevens, Turbulence, Sizzler, Sergeant Remo. I mean, there's a list of artists that I've actually been blessed to share stage with and perform alongside, and it's a journey, and for some people it's a dream, but for me it's a reality at this point, so for all the dreamers and the people that have all these big ideas in their head, never let nobody take them away from you. Nobody push them to the side or tell them, say, yo, that's not going to happen, because anything possible, because it's like youth from Belize in a community where there was no running water, no electricity, growing up in a situation like that, and now look at me. Them say we not going to reach far. Them say we not going to live long. Man still yet they a star. Ras still a hold it strong. Them say we not gonna reach no way. Them say we not gonna make it out. Glad me no listen what people say. When them a run them goat mouth. Cross many rivers like Jimmy Cliff. Overcome many obstacles like Everest. Everything me ever want, I've worked for it. Explore every option and take every risk. Now we living up, we living up, we living up. Moving forward, them now go see we stuck. We living up, we living up, we living up. Yeah, look up for the brand new thing, you know. Yeah, man, I want to hear living it up. But yeah, that's what we're doing now, living it up, you know.
You tune into the music link, you guys. This is Lady B. I'm here with Nego Hights, from reggae recording artist from Belize. You know what I'm saying? Representing to the fullest, okay? Great artist, you guys. Y'all got to look up his stuff and hear some of his music, you know. We're going to, you know what, let's listen to
we got something for the people, you know, something, like I said, we got the new dancehall EP coming out, so this is going to be the first you're going to hear this publicly. So what we're going to do is going to bless Lady B and the music link with at least 3 songs from the upcoming album, and hope that you like them and go support the thing. Also, be sure to check out www.negoheightsmusic.com. Remember, it's HIGH2TS, no E in the Heights. We don't want no guy in my Heights. It's no E. Yeah, man, so keep it straight, you know.
Heights, huh?
Yeah, man, we don't have the Heights thing. We don't have that. Yeah, man. So,
look at yourself, Nego.
Yeah, man, so right now, right, get this thing right.
Okay, so this is off of the new album, you guys, and
yeah.
Who produced this one?
We have a bunch of producers right now. I have producers from
I like how you do that too, that melting pot. I'll come back to you, huh? Everybody.
Yeah, we have the first track we have Top Secret, that's produced by Wadada. Wadada is my virgin, my bona fide. He's partly responsible for the voice Nego Hights right now, because that's what I've been traveling with for the longest. We're going from far. If you notice, I on the shirt.
Okay, all right, okay.
Dove Music, you know, that's our label. So yeah,
what? That's the label.
So yeah, we're
they
come
can
from
order
far.
the shirts off the internet.
Yeah, you know, yeah, they have the store. I think the thing is Upper Zion. Okay. I'm not sure if they have any in stock right now, because I had this about a year or so. Okay. But yeah, that's where you can find the Upper Zion, name of the store. But yeah, the first track is Top Secret, produced by Wadada himself. Second one is Get the Best of Them. It was produced by a virgin in Chicago named Alessandro. The fourth track is a track named Hustle. It was produced by some youth in Africa, Emperor Sky Sis and them, you know.
I love that.
Yeah. And then we have a next What You're Thinking right now is our next song that What You're Thinking is produced by our next youth in Africa, Sir Black Cole. We have Million Ways. It's produced by a virgin right here in California. We got Good is produced by a youth in Belize named Randy Sutherland. Randy, big up yourself likewise. We have the number 8 track, Show Me with Jamiracle, is produced by Andrew Rayburn again. Next Belizean youth. Then we got Dreams Can Come True is a track that's produced by KCMG out of Kingston.
Yeah, big
so
up,
Pablo, big up
yourself.
yourself.
All of our producers, okay? Because that's what you guys is too. And hey, it's a blessing for you guys to be able to do what you do too. Trust me. So big up yourself.
Yeah, man. And the last track, number 10, which is featuring Kazaya on there. That track, it's called Minnow. That track right there was built by D-Flow. I believe he's in New York. Yeah, but big up Dan Marcos for the link too, because you know it's a one connection, one link. You know, once we get a rhythm, we kind of pass it on to each other, and you know that build a vibe.
Look, I remember back in the days, artist friends, we was waiting for rhythms. Okay,
yeah, I mean, when I first started, we used to pirate these rhythms that were on these like CDs that just were random rhythms that you couldn't do nothing with. I mean, like right now, if you had something on YouTube, they probably took it down because you didn't have no rights to it, and we were just like pirating the rhythm because we were just like, yo.
You want to do something so bad, like, but you need different sounds, you need different melodies, different.
Yeah. So with all of my project, this project I'm doing, the other project I'm working on right now, the other album with the Genius, that's a conversation room studio based thing. Okay. Everything is like in house. But it also has a lot of individual that's like world toured individual, like building these rhythms and these beats. I mean, from great players of instrument, from some of the top artists that you might have seen.
I know the genius. He's very intricate, so
Yeah,
I know that this is gonna be off the hook.
Genius is like a mad scientist when it comes to the, you know.
It's a mess, okay?
Yeah, man, but big him up still, guys. We need ones like those for issue a certain level of guidance. When you reach a certain point, there's some that could take up the mantle and be like, yo,
Right.
this is the next step we need to be, and we're going to guide you through that. So we give thanks for Genius, guys. Like I said,
They have that understanding for that music, boy.
Yeah.
Trust me. Those intricate vibes, you need it. There's got to be somebody that has to have that, because trust me, that part, you know, you can't do everything, you know. Well, you could do everything, but that little extra break is better.
yeah, I mean, when you start doing everything, that's where some artists flap and fall short, and then you don't hear from them again. But when you start working with people that might know more than you, or be able to propel you to the next level, or show you or guide you, to the next level, then you definitely excel. You know, you go further.
Okay, I want to just say big up to everybody that's tuned in. I want to thank you guys for tuning into the music. Thank you guys. We're here with Nego again. Let me say, first Belizean artist. Okay, Nego Hights. Okay, reggae recording artist.
Bless up,
okay, out of Belize. We're gonna play your song now. We'll just play one of them.
Yeah,
So this is his new stuff, you guys. So we're gonna share with you guys. Here
Yeah, that one name Get the Best of Them. And if you have a bad-minded friend or somebody you know bad-minded in your circle, this song is for you, you know.
Whoa.
Yeah, you know that person.
Hey, this season, like a caterpillar to a butterfly. Right before my very eyes, I know me realize. They make bad mind get the best of them. Wishing bad for me, but just a better them. Wishing to see I fall, but I and I still standing tall. Up tell them like a bad mind and go fling that behind. Alright, I go be the day to them. Mama did tell me say fi expect. Haters and bad mind fi take set. You know do them nothing and them get vexed. See your thing arise and them send dread. But all them try man still away. Feel me pocket fat while for them dead. It's like me find success in a rubbish bin. And that puzzle them left them head a spin. But hey, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, still I fear no bad mind, 'cause the Most High guide and protect. They make bad mind get the best of them. Wishing bad for me, but just a better them. Wishing to see I fall, but I and I still standing tall. Up tell them like a bad mind and go fling that behind. Alright, I go be the day to them. Them mix up in a bad man like salsa. Every day them a pray for me falter. Sunday them first run round the altar. Them the nose of me firm like Gibraltar. Them bad mind better than famine, better than World War II bombing, better than internet virus and spamming, better than Osama bin Laden. When hunger did a beat me, when separation ill treat me, when the devil did a seek me, but now that I make it this far, it's like them want to leave me. They make bad mind get the best of them. Wishing bad for me, but just a better them. Wishing to see I fall, but I and I still standing tall. Up tell them like a bad mind and go fling that behind. Alright, I go be the day to them. Them change for no reason.
Them switch sides
More than the seasons.
in the twinkling of an eye.
Like a caterpillar to a butterfly. And now we realize they make bad mind get the best of them. Wishing bad for me, but just a better them. Wishing to see I fall, but I and I still standing tall. Up tell them like a bad mind and go fling that behind. Alright, I go be the day to them. They make bad mind get the best of them. Wishing bad for me, but just a better them. Wishing to see I fall, but I and I still standing tall. Up tell them like a bad mind and go fling that behind. Alright, I go be the day to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That right there, that engineer, I hear him all over the place.
Yeah.
Hey, that right there is a serious thing to sit down and build rhythms.
Yeah, Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
To build rhythms, because it's crazy how we got like 5 different musicians up here playing and stuff at the same time. They have to go to those places first and lay down the keyboard, lay down the
Definitely.
drums, lay down and get the patterns right. I hear they was all over the place. That one time.
Yeah. That's like, it's amazing to me because I'm not a musician and I wish I was. I mean, I'm a musician of sorts,
Right.
but I don't play instruments and I wish I did. Because it amazed me how they do it. It definitely is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in all my life. You know,
It's a
it really amazes me.
beautiful, beautiful gift, beautiful gift.
Yeah.
Okay, what we gonna have next?
All right. Well, I'm feeling in a good mood, so I want to give you like a girl song. No, as a Rasta man, you know, we always pick up the woman them at all
That
times.
part. Come on.
Defend the woman them.
What?
Yeah, we're standing at the corner with the woman them all the while because we're into certain things. We will not tolerate a one talking down to a woman, abusing a woman, not mentally,
Yeah.
not physically, not verbally, none of these things.
Listen, you as a man yourself, you know that some of these guys, hold on, some of these guys, they have a lot of things going on in their life, but you have virgins who always have problems.
Yeah.
Do you ever be wondering why? It's like things that you don't know about, how they deal with things in life, how they deal with. I'm like, I had a friend to say, yo, what you ain't praying or something ain't going right because you're a Rasta. You're supposed to have blessings.
Yeah,
Okay, how
definitely.
you dealing with things? How you dealing with things because you got too many problems and you're supposed to be a blessed man.
Yeah.
You know? Take care of the
Definitely.
women and be more positive, you know, live it. Don't talk it, really live it, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
So, I'm gonna play the title track to this album. It's called Top Secret. And
Top secret.
Yeah, and I know it might come off a certain way to some people, but if you actually buy the album when it drop, the intro will explain everything to you what it's about. Because some people have played it and some people say it sound like you're cheating Rastaman. and
So
these
wait,
things.
when are you gonna drop this?
Right now, we're thinking probably early next year. We start releasing the singles, I believe, like end of this month or so. We're trying to release the first single from
Okay.
this.
Okay.
So yeah, so it's one of those things where I definitely feel like it might need some explanation because some people might go off on the deep end, which music can be, suggestive.
Yeah,
Like, people could think like, well, this is what it sounds like to me, but what it really is to me is something completely different. It might just, be amazing to you to hear it, and but here goes. Make your mind up.
Make your mind decide, you guys.
Promise you
Top
smile
secret.
to me, I forget your file and check your profile. What to what no feelings. From it that you then a top secret. Confidential, we must keep it. Between me and you, don't leak it. Nobody have a know, say I'm me and squeeze it. From it that you then a top secret. Confidential, we must keep it. Between you and I, nobody leak it. Nobody have to know, say I'm me, I beat it. From digits in the hand, then the thing escalate. Upgrade it to top secret state. 007 assigned to the case. Target lock and there's no escape. Fresh like the money, that me red. Adrenaline rush, high speed chase. To get you alone, me just couldn't wait. To unpack your goodies like overseas freight. From it that you then a top secret. Confidential, we must keep it. Between me and you, don't leak it. Nobody have to know, say I'm me and squeeze it. From it that you then a top secret. Confidential, we must keep it. Between you and I, nobody leak it. Nobody have to know, say I'm me and beat it. Top secret like the feds. Covert mission she get instead. Call the one your operation in a bed. Eye contact, not a word was said. Say she have a thing for the hard target, especially the dark chocolate. Just say the word and make we start it. All fruits ripe like in a market. From it that you then a top secret. Confidential, we must keep it. Between me and you, don't leak it. Nobody have to know, say I'm me and squeeze it. From it that you then a top secret. Confidential, we must keep it. Between you and I, nobody leak it. Nobody have to know, say I'm me and beat it. Touch her once and she want once more. Love the performance and want encore. All access granted through her one door. Like suck enough gold man
Yeah. No, the thing is,
Top secret. I say top of the top because I don't know about the deed part, but I know about some top secrets.
wait. While we're at this, now let me get your opinion as a woman. What you thinking this song is really about?
Okay. Okay. Well, what I picked, what I picked up from this song, like I was going into my own vibe. Okay, I was over here feeling guilty. Okay, 'cause I got some. That's why I said top. I got some top secrets. They're not top secrets, but I say top of the top to somebody. They would know what I'm talking about because they secret is safe with me. But it ain't no beating or nothing. But you know what I'm saying. This is the thing with men. I say some men they do things out of character that people wouldn't know when they're trying to be with a woman. Okay. And there's times where I've experienced guys be away, and I'm like, still like, no, it's not gonna happen. But the way that they were, I'm like, I would never tell nobody that I've seen you like that, or that you was expressing things like that. So I'll say for myself, top of the top, okay? So.
Yeah, well, the thing is, for some people, it's crazy because some people jump off the deep end with this song and go into some, oh, it sound like you're cheating, it sound like this, it sound like that. Or
Oh, I didn't feel like it's cheating. But sometimes you have to take time before you decide what we really going to do. You know, we could take time, you know?
Well, the inspiration for the song came from a crazy place.
Okay, come on.
It was this one woman, a prominent figure in Belize, you know, they leaked a video of her having relations with her man at the time, but he was the one that leaked it. And it was one of the things that kind of blew her career, and I'm sure as a human being, it was tough on her for a while, you know, to really even face the public and all that stuff. And so I did this song basically to let younger men growing up know the importance of keeping secrets and let private things stay private, you know, like it's like, and I'm telling them that your friends don't have to know what goes on behind your doors when they close. I mean, you know, that kind of stuff. So you have to man up, you know, because we are here for defend the women, them, and if you out here just spreading them like it's not because you disgruntled or you unhappy because of whatever the situation is. So relationships, definitely, whatever happened in relationships behind closed doors, in my opinion, should be top secret at all time, you know?
Hey,
it's between you and the person.
And we need this kind of song right here then. That's the point that we need. Because the thing that people don't even think about like that is the young guys to think like that. Because as a man, you guys have those times where y'all was talking when y'all was younger. But once you, I mean, when you're a young man, but once you become a man, you can't talk like that no more. You can't really, you know what? Let me share something since we're talking. I got a friend, a best friend, okay? Over 26 years we've been friends, and we never talked sexually about nothing. We was talking about this the other day. Only just recently we said something about our private lives to each other. And I was like, whoa, we never talked.
That's how it's supposed to be.
I love my friend. I said, me and her never talk like that. Never.
These are the type of stuff that will end relationship and possibly lives at the same time, you know, because it destroy people career, you destroy their life, and some people might become even suicidal and all these things. So it's a lot of things that get triggered when you know what I mean, if you're on a woman in a good moment and she trusts you enough to share with you her body, and whether it's a video, whether it's whatever, a picture, whatever, and you become unhappy for whatever reason, not talking or dating, and then you share it, you got to be an idiot. Real tough. You got to be an idiot. That's why we say top secret, because we have to protect the female at all costs. You see, some of these fellows out here are just, you know, it's all about their own personal game, so they're not serious about nothing, so we don't know. But yeah, so life set still. Yeah. No, Mike. Yeah. Alright, so yeah. We're still here. Yeah, man.
Check.
Yo. Yeah.
Okay, hello. Check.
Yeah.
One,
Yeah.
two.
In my vision, no need no vice.
Play the next song, yeah.
Well, what we're gonna do is definitely big up all the people who work hard and know how to hustle in a life. Big up all of my hustler friend them. Every go getter, big up yourself. This one is for you.
Friends. From the sunrise until it set. Man fi hustle and a boss sweat. Progress man a pray. Foundation must set. And we no care who it upsets. Hear me now. Nothing. Man a hustle. Stay on the grind. Man a hustle 24/7. I watch the time. Hustle man a hustle for the paper. Hustle man a hustle hand out we not go wait for. Hustle man a hustle 365 straight. Hustle man a hustle anything me want me pay for. On and raise as a struggler. Look at me now, I'm a hustler. Multitasking like me a juggler. Man full of skills like some smuggler. In the scripture it was written and said, by the sweat of your brow you shall eat your bread. Then again faith without work is dead. Furthermore closed mouths never get fed. No go fall for the trick them, but me know them system and never be no victim. But instead, man a hustle hard, round the clock non-stop. Man a hustle, stay on the grind. Man a hustle 24/7. I watch the time. Hustle man a hustle for the paper. Hustle man a hustle hand out we not go wait for. Hustle man a hustle 365 straight. Hustle man a hustle anything me want me pay for. Humble as a lamb while enough of them bossy. Anything me want mama tell me say fi go fi. What me do? Study them style, watch them closely. Never took me eyes from off of the trophy. To make it in a life was always my dream. Book smart street, smart grades, good like hygiene. All when me life not sweet like ice cream. Success in a me vision, no need no vising. And me a just alone in that circle, yeah. Give me the paper where rectangle or the coin them with circular. Take on the road like a gorilla. Never done thief, neither burglar. Man a hustle, stay on the grind. Man a hustle 24/7. I watch the time. Hustle man a hustle for the paper. Hustle man a hustle hand out we not go wait for. Hustle man a hustle 365 straight. Hustle man a hustle anything me want me pay for. Man a hustle, stay on the grind. Man a hustle 24/7. I watch the time. Hustle man a hustle for the paper. Hustle man a hustle hand out we not go wait for. Hustle man a hustle 365 straight. Hustle man a hustle anything me want me pay for. Man a hustle pan the left, man a hustle pan the right. Man a hustling on the day, man a hustling on the night. Man a hustling on the dark, man a hustling on the light. Hustling a view one we hustle out the sight. From the sunrise until it's set. Man a hustle and a bus sweat. Progress man a pray. Foundation must set. And we not care who it upset. No frightenings, no time. I do worry, Nego Hights. What do, what do? Hustle for life.
All right, you guys. Okay, you guys, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. This is Lady B, the Music Link, and we want to thank you. Nego is in Losangeles, okay? I'm so happy for him to be able to come in and sit down with me and vibes up for the Music Link. You know what I'm saying? Big up on yourself. My first Belizean artist. I have to keep saying it because I've had people from Haiti. We had Nigeria, a Nigerian artist here. We've had, it's going down, okay? And I'm so thankful for the vibes. And I can say to you, is that like, was one of those the ones that you're working on the conversation room? Or do you don't have
That's
anything?
some more roots album,
Okay,
some different,
okay,
some,
okay.
Yeah, some next level.
All right, so big up the conversation room. We're gonna tell you that for sure. Big up yourself. We'll be listening for the conversation room music. Big up yourself, the genius. Okay, you guys know him. He's out of Los Angeles too, so he's a great producer. And if you're not his friend on Facebook, you guys could tune in to Eugene. What's his thing? Eugene. Anyway, I'll share the link, okay? I'll share the link for you guys. Eugene, the music link, the conversation room. You guys, you know what I'm saying? One more thing. What's gonna be your single from that?
From this album, the first single we're gonna release is "Bad Man Get the Best of Them."
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one we played?
Yeah, the first one we played. Yeah, because I'm actually shooting a video for that. I might be finishing up the video out here as well for that song.
Okay, so he's gonna be doing. Oh, that's good. He's gonna be doing some visuals from Los Angeles, you guys. So y'all see it on this video. So just all platforms we can.
Yeah, man. I'm on Instagram, Nego Hights, Facebook, Nego Hights, Twitter, Nego Hights. May not follow anything still, but yeah. Yeah, we all over social media at Nego Hights from Snapchat down the line with it. But most of all, you can check out www.negoheightsmusic.com. Check that out, be free. Yeah.
I want us to say Nego Heights. Where did you get that name? Make sure.
Well,
is that your name or?
Well, no, that's not. That's not. But
we didn't
well, it is
that.
my name.
Okay.
The name I have before my parents gave me that. This is the one I gave myself.
Okay.
So this belongs to me as well. Yeah,
Did
I feel like when you become a certain age, you shall be able to choose for yourself. You know.
Look, the same thing. My friend was calling me Lady B, and my mom looked like, huh? Oh, is that your name now? And I said, yeah. So she started calling me too.
They gave you what they like.
Yeah.
Now you took what you like.
Yeah, I took, yeah.
Yeah, man. So that's how it come about.
She
So,
said to me, oh, is that what they call you? That's your name now? And I said, yes, ma'am. She
well,
said, okay.
Nego itself come from King Negos, So,
Okay.
and then the Heights is just the level of meditation. It's like a next level thing, extraterrestrial, out of this world, Yeah, so it's a different thing.
It's big.
Yeah, man.
Okay, for the rest of your days, Nego Heights.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful.
But before I leave, I want to say massive big up yourself, bless up, give thanks for life every day. Be your brother's keeper, be a strength to a one. Each one teach one. Always be hopeful. Enlighten those you can, educate those you can, and be the voice of reason in any situation in these times. We say more life to all, blessed love. What do, what do, no fradings, no time. Remember, check me out all over social media, Facebook or whatever. Follow the link the thing, share the thing, love the thing. Music is life. Let's keep it pushing 4 corners of the earth. We have to reach. Can't do it alone. Need your strength. Bless up. Love. One.
Thank you guys, and we'll see you again. Tune in tomorrow, you guys. Very special guest too out of Los Angeles by way of Jamaica. Thank you for tuning in to the music link. Lady B, Nego Heights, you guys.
Salute.
And we're out. Bless.